But anyways, until yesterday. Yesterday was fun. No. So I get triggered because my partner. Okay, well, first off, we got triggered. I got triggered. We were kind of snippy at like grumpy at each other when we got home because got to his place because we had been, we were tired, not feeling well, and it was a long drive. Even though the whole drive was fine, but then like we were like finally we're home, we're there, we're back. So then we don't have And then like yesterday morning he woke up better, but he was like kind of loud in the morning and I was like, is he just doing this to be a dick? Like, I don't know, it just triggered me. But he was not, because he saw that I was awake, and then he wasn't being loud on purpose. Like, he was just, oh my god, I feel better, like. But I don't know. And then all day I was like crying and everything, and like. But when I first got here, I was like freaking out again. Like, I have a lot of grief still for the past relationships, the past two ones that I thought were forever, and he has his own trauma, especially during this month and next month. Like, it's just, these are really hard months for him, which is understandable, very understandable. So we both are learning how to have a healthy relationship after shit fucking fests. So it's a work in progress, and also being autistic. So, but in spite of all the shit he's been through, I still am like, how are you still kind? Like, you're still kind. You're a kind, like the kindest, gentlest soul, even after all the fucking hell you've been through. Like, how? But I guess maybe he probably sees me that way too, It's like, I just can't imagine doing any of that to anybody else going through. And so I guess he feels the same way, but you know how rare that it's so rare to me that people are that kind after that much trauma. Somebody pulled in and like these other people are going to their car, so I was like trying to figure out what they're doing. It's getting kind of chilly in here, but not so bad. Anyways, let's see if I can finish the story. But yeah, I get scared, and before I used to have no problems like being like, hey, yeah, I can live with this person, live with a new person, and I had less problems. It was like easier or less scary. But I also didn't have enough time to heal those other times, and this person is just. And also, well, I had 2 years to heal, but I was like, was I healing or not being triggered by anybody? So that's the thing, is, well, both. But then now it's time to be triggered. Not in a bad way, just so that you get all that stuff out, because sometimes you can't heal, like some things you can't heal without being in a relationship. So like for 2 years, my spirit team was just like, we protected you from the wrong people and everything. Don't worry, like, if you were not supposed to be together, you wouldn't be. But it's like, are you sure this is, it's just like, I'm just like, I thought other people were forever. Starting over was easier, Now it's not so easy, and it's like, it's a lot of changes. It's terrifying. I'm literally farther away from home than I'm used to, and it's just a lot of changes. It's fine. I'll be fine. It's been an intense year. Also, especially after my brother passed, it got more intense, or my heart had to be like ripped open, and then it's like there's no chance of closing it. So sometimes I did have that protection too. I'd be able to close my heart and be protected. Well, that's not protecting you from anything. Well, actually, keeping everything out, not just the bad. It didn't really even keep the bad out, now did it? It's like, yesterday I was like, I was like, I want to close my heart down so that I can, survive. And this shit's too intense for me. I gotta go. But then I was told, you can't do that. If you want different, we have to keep your heart open. You can't do that this time. It's not, like, it's safe to keep it open. I was like, no, it's not. So yeah, all these emotions are coming up, and I was just like freaking out. And I was just the frozen in time me, freaking out, and I don't know what to do, and I couldn't really communicate to my partner because he's picking up on all that, and it was probably triggering his stuff too, like that. So like, it was like, fuck. Everything's fine now. Like, it's much better because, like, got to a point where it's like, I had a friend said, so in spite of all this shit going on and all this heart ripping open things, like, okay, we're gonna make sure you will not close your heart again, ever. So you gotta keep having these triggers, and you just gotta dig deeper. Shadow work looks different and different the more you do it and everything, so that's always fun. But then, I'm sorry I'm talking so fast, I'm just trying to get this over with in a way. But also, yeah, but during that shit, I have amazing people on my Facebook. I have amazing, like, witchy friends. My profile is public, and anybody can follow me, including pages, and so some do. So, I have had support here and there when I need it, like, just, so last night was one of those times when one of the pages was like, may I offer you an energy clearing? And at first I was, like, nervous because I was like, is it gonna, like, make more of this come up? Because energy clearings can, they can be scary just because, they can clear all this shit up like that. But before I accepted it, I felt pushed to. It's because, like, my inner self was just like, my inner higher self was like, you desperately needed help. We had to send you some help because you kept getting triggered by regular people. Like, I kept getting triggered. I was talking to another friend and I was trying to open up to them, and then, like, I sent too many voice clips, and it's understandable because, to me, sometimes it's easier than typing because these phones are fucking dumb. Even with voice to text, you never know if it's actually gonna text the same shit you're saying. So it's easier to do this way, talking sometimes, and it's a lot to listen to. And I know, anyways, like, that other person they didn't do anything wrong. I was just, like, in a very triggered state, and talking to anybody was not gonna help. Even though I wanted to talk to people, don't leave me alone, but, like, I don't know how you can help me. Like, being triggered is really, so I can't blame anybody for whatever. Like, that's 4:44 on the time. That's what time it is. Anyways, after I was going to accept it, or I was, like, thinking on it, I'm sitting there on the couch, and all of a sudden I just feel my butt, because I had been, like, in freeze state all day. Freak out freeze state all day. And then I started feeling like I was getting grounded. And I was like, what's happening? And it's like my higher self or whatever was like, just relax. Your body, you're getting grounding. You're okay, nothing bad's happening. Your body's finally just relaxing after the whole fucking crazy day. And that was because of my friend who offered the clearing, but she said it was because of, like, she had offered that as a group at a different time, and it went with that or something, but, like, it still came through. So yeah, that's that. Okay, I'll make another one real quick.